All women will test you if you are a high status man. And that's the good news, is that if she's testing you, then she perceives you to be a high status man. But this path can be a challenging one because many fail these tests. This is also good because women will only test you if they find you attractive. They will not test you if they don't find you attractive at all. This is not her playing games. Most people are like, I want a girl who doesn't play games. Basically what they're saying is, I can't pass her tests and I don't understand girls at all. Tests, they're an opportunity because if you can pass her tests, then it will significantly raise her attraction and also solidify your bond together. So I will be going over some common ways that girls test a guy and also how to respond to her that will instantly raise her attraction for you. So if you don't even think that's possible, then just apply what we talk about here and you will see that it works for you. And you're not going to want to miss the last one because this is a test that 99% of guys fail. Really quick, I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and I've helped over 100,000 people in 30 different countries attract and date the woman of their dreams. And if you'd like to book a call with us to see if you qualify to work with me, then click the link in the description below. But let's clear up some common misconceptions about tests and girls. When she tests you, it does not mean that she's not interested. Like I said, women will only test a guy that she perceives to be worthy of her. So really it's a compliment if you see it from that angle. But all women will test a guy that she likes because she wants to see how you handle it. It's almost like boxing where the boxer will throw a minor jab at his opponent just to see his fighting style. She'll throw a minor jab at you with her words or some other way that she's testing you just to see how you handle just a little bit of pressure. If you crack under the pressure or you get mad or you start explaining yourself or get all defensive, then she sees weakness and she also perceives you then as a lower status guy. Women want a man who is strong, and if she throws a little test at you and it causes you to lose your center, then she's gonna be thinking, if a little test made him fall apart, imagine if we're 10 years married into the future with children and then life throws an obstacle in his way. How will he handle it? Will he be able to even protect us? Now there are an infinite amount of ways that women can test you, and if we made a video about every single test that I've ever received from a girl, this video would be endless. But there are a few categories that all tests will fall under, and if you know the responses to these specific categories, then it will make you the most attractive man she has ever talked to. So here are common tests that girls will throw at you and also how to respond like a king. The first category of tests are called verbal tests. This could be mocking you or teasing you or just simply making fun of you. She wants to see how you react to that. She may not even be aware that she's testing you or even doing this. Most girls, in fact, are not aware that they test guys, but they want to see if you become bitter or mad like every other guy that she throws a test at. You can do a couple things to respond to this test to make her chase you. Let's say that she calls you a player, or she calls you cocky, or she calls you stupid. Then use this formula. If by X you mean Y, then I totally agree, babe. For example, you're so dumb with an eye-rolling emoji. And then you say, if by dumb you mean utterly handsome, then I think we agree. Take a look at this text example. She goes, I don't like you, no bueno. But then he uses another formula. It goes, that's not what you were X when you were Y. It's a little different, but it's still similar in the same way because she goes, I don't like you. And then he goes, that's not what you were thinking when we went skating. You could also say, that's not what you were thinking when you were making out with me the other night. Because you're taking her test and you're reversing it back onto her. You're finding the contradictions in the difference between her words and her actions. You can also ignore exactly what she says. Check out this example from Suits.
Women love me.
Really? Because I showed them your photo and they described you as arrogant, conceited, cocky. Oh, and arrogant again.
What about handsome?
You need to hold your frame. The girls were like, oh, we showed them pictures of you and they said that you were cocky, arrogant, and oh, arrogant again, or whatever they said. And then look at Harvey's response. He completely ignores it and he goes, what about handsome? He completely ignored what they said. He is holding his frame that he doesn't really care what people think about him, and he knows that he's high status, and he knows that he's a boss. Recognize that this is a good thing when she tests you. And also when she does test you, just hold your frame on what you say. Say that one simple one-liner with that smirk, hold it with that poker face, and I promise it's going to stick. The second category of testing is known as compliance testing. This is when the girl will ask you for a small favor when she first met you or when she's first starting to talk to you. When I was a club promoter, I would commonly get this one test from girls. They would be like, hey, can you buy me and my friend a drink? They would see that I'm in VIP, and VIP always got free alcohol, and so people would perceive this as, oh, I can use him for his free alcohol. But a high value man is never perceived as the man that is used for what he has. I would rarely ever give people a free drink even if I knew them, just because that you have to earn. But commonly, a girl will ask a guy, hey, can you buy me a drink? Most guys are like, oh, okay, I'll buy her a drink, and then if I buy her a drink, she'll like me better, I bet. This is actually the opposite. She just sees you as the guy who can give her free drinks and then who can exploit your resources. Now, this doesn't mean that you can never do a favor for somebody, and especially a girl. It just means that you want to make them jump through your hoop before you jump through theirs. We respect those who we do favors for, not those who do favors for us. If they ask me, hey, can you get us a drink? Then I'll commonly just say, yeah, you buy the first round and I'll get the second round. Or you can just say, sure, and then you walk up to the bar and then you get yourself like a nice Long Island iced tea, and then you bring them back water cups. Literally just the free cups of water that they give you at everywhere you go. And then the girls will be like, you brought us water? And I'd be like, yeah, you need to sober up a little bit. You're getting a little too tipsy here. Remember this, that the most attractive man is able to think outside of the box. When I was in college, I was dating one of the hottest girls on campus. But the problem was that she was 20 and I was like 21 or 22 at the time, and she wanted me to buy her and her friends alcohol since they were 20 and I was 21 or 22. And this was also when we were only like weeks into talking to each other and after we first met. I wasn't gonna do that. So my response to her was like, oh baby, you're using me for alcohol already? Gosh, this is new to me. She said that she felt kind of bad because that's how I perceived the situation, and then she had another guy buy them alcohol that she could just use and exploit his resources for. And who do you think that she ended up in bed with? Me or the guy that bought them the alcohol? Me, of course. Those are different ways that women will shit test you, and also how to respond that will raise her attraction for you. If you found this video valuable, then make sure to smash that like button and also subscribe, and let me know in the comments section other ways that women have tested you. I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and I will see you in the next video.